bring on the bad guys supply drop, in which we take a look at some of the new releases which have just reached the UK. I'm one of your ever lovable hosts, Brad Harmer Barnes, and I'm joined behind the camera by
Ian Harmer.
Hey, we've got some Marvel Crisis Protocol stuff, which is one of our favourite games. I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, very much. Yeah. This one in particular, this first one looks really quite exciting.
Yeah, we've got a mixture of good guys and bad guys, and a massive piece of terrain to take a look at as well. So let's see what's on the Helicarrier. So up first, this is the Captain America and War Machine expansion. So this is the Sam Wilson Captain America, so obviously the Steve Rogers Captain America is included in the Crisis Protocol core set. So we've hopefully got someone who can fly alongside Captain America and someone who can go alongside Iron Man as well. So if you're building an Avengers team, this is a superb pack.
Yeah, very much.
So up first we've got Captain America, real name Sam Wilson. He's got 5 hit points, speed long, height 2, cost 3. Physical defense 3, energy defense 3, mystic defense 3. Physical attack, shield throw, range 4, 4 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, this character gains 1 power. This attack ignores line of sight and the defending character does not benefit from cover. If this attack deals damage and the target character is size 2 or less, after the attack is resolved, the target character may be pushed away from the character short distance. If you roll a wild, it also triggers Ricochet. After this attack is resolved, Captain America may make an additional shield throw attack. This attack must target another character within range 3 of the original target character and any distance from Captain America. This additional attack does not then trigger Ricochet a second time, which makes sense.
It's nice casting on the wings and that. And I suppose that's going to be the most prominent, isn't it? You're going to think of looking at those and.
Yeah. Physical attack, Red Wing Assault, range 3, 6 dice, cost 4. If this attack deals damage and the target character is size 3 or less, after the attack is resolved, the target character may be thrown away from Captain America's short range. After his attack is resolved, place Captain America within range 2 of its current position. Leader, so he can lead an Avengers team. All new, all different. When Captain America or an allied character is dazed or KO'd, choose another non-dazed allied character. The chosen character removes 1 damage, removes 1 special condition, and may advance short. A character can be affected by this leadership ability only once per round. So just pop them back up again. Power, charge, action, cost 2. This character immediately makes a move action followed by an attack action. This superpower can be used only once per turn. He moves long, so he's able to clear the board,
Well, you'd think he would
catapult across the board and throw shield as 1 action. Reactive, airlift. During activation, when Captain America begins a move action within range 2 of another allied character of size 2 or less, it may use this superpower. After this move action is resolved, place that allied character within range 2 of its current position. This superpower can be used only once per turn. Reactive, Vibranium Shield, cost 2. When this character is targeted by a physical or energy attack, it may use this superpower. Add 2 dice to his character's defense roll against that attack. Always on, flight.
spectacular.
No, that's exactly what you want Captain America to
But
do.
yeah, you do want him to be able to move and throw the shield, don't you? And that sort of thing. So that's a bit more thematic. The stats don't seem to change a dramatic amount.
They don't seem to change much anymore, to be honest with you.
No.
Does it ever seem to be an awful lot? Occasionally a point might tweak one direction or the other. War Machine, real name James Rhodes, hit points 5, speed medium, height 2, cost 3, physical defense 4, energy defense 3, mystic defense 3.
It just looks. I know it's the right scale, but it just looks tiny in comparison because of the wings and
Oh, right.
and all that stuff.
Physical attack Metal Storm, range beam 3, 5 dice, cost 0. After each attack is resolved, War Machine gains power equal to the damage dealt. Wild triggers Bleed. After his attack is resolved, the character gains the Bleed special condition, which is his character suffers 1 damage at the end of each of its activations. Physical attack Rocket Pods, range 4, 4 dice, cost 0. Barrage. After his attack is resolved, this character may make an additional Rocket Pods attack. This attack must target another character within range 2 of the original target character. This additional attack does not have the barrage special rule. Physical attack, empty the clip, range 3, dice 8, cost 4. When rolling additional dice for critical hit results during this attack, roll 2 additional dice instead of 1 for each critical in the attack roll. After this attack is resolved, this character suffers 1 damage for each critical hit in the attack roll. Huh, that cuts both ways.
Yeah.
Always on, titanium armour plating. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. And always on, flight.
Oh, shorter card then.
And we've got some tactics cards as well. Eyes on the prize, unaffiliated, active. At the start of any allied character's activation, it may spend 1 power to play this card. During this activation, this character can interact with objectives at range 2 instead of the normal range 1. Tactical manoeuvres, unaffiliated, reactive. When an allied character is attacking or defending, before the calculate success or failure step, at the end of a modified dice step of the attack, it may spend 4 power to play this card. Reroll all of the defense dice. The Air Force, unaffiliated, reactive. War Machine or Captain Marvel may spend 3 power to play this card at the end of their activation. The active character's controller activates War Machine or Captain Marvel, whichever one did not play this card before their turn ends.
Very cool, actually.
Bird of Prey, unaffiliated, reactive. When Sam Wilson targets an enemy character that has the flight superpower with an attack, he may spend 2 power to play this card. Sam Wilson adds 3 dice to the attack roll against that character and may re-roll any number of attack dice during this attack. If this attack deals damage, the enemy character loses the flight superpower until the end of the round. An anti-flight power. And super awesome artwork once again.
Yeah, very nice.
I think that's a cool set.
I do think the Captain America looks rather spectacular.
It's a dynamic pose.
Yeah, it's a great pose. Classic pose for the War Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look ready and easy to play as well.
Yeah, do.
Okay, we've got the Jean Grey and Cassandra Nova expansion. An odd choice for pairing up with Jean Grey, but I guess if you're building some sort of psychic team, why not?
Yeah, the Jean Grey seems to be like a very early model.
Definitely first class, yeah. Okay, so Cassandra Nova, full name Cassandra Nova Xavier, hit points 7, speed medium, height 2, cost 5, physical defense 2, energy defense 3, mystic defense 4.
Okay.
Mystic attack, psionic bolt, range 4, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, Cassandra Nova gains power equal to the damage dealt. If you roll a wild, it triggers sapped power. Before damage is dealt, the target character loses 1 power for each wild in the attack roll, and this character gains that amount of power. Mystic Mind Possession, range 3, 6 dice, cost 1. After this character is resolved, you may advance the target character by its speed. See, here it looks mind controls much more.
Doesn't look as complicated as some of the other models though.
The older ones.
Yeah.
Physical attack, flesh manipulation, range 2, 8 dice, cost 4. If you roll a wild, it also triggers explosive force. After this attack is resolved, other characters within range 2 of this character are pushed away from this character's short distance. Pushed characters suffer 1 damage. Superpower, biokinesis, cost 3. Choose an enemy character within range 3. It gains the root and slow special conditions. Root is this character must spend 1 power before using an active or reactive superpower. And slow is the character may only use the short movement tool while advancing. Reactive, psychic distraction, cost 2. When an enemy character ends a movement within range 3 of Cassandra Nova may use this superpower. Roll 4 dice. The enemy character suffers 1 damage for each wild and critical hit rolled. If the superpower deals at least 1 damage, Cassandra Nova may advance short range. Reactive, telekinetic deflection, cost 2. If this character would suffer a collision, it may use this superpower. This character does not suffer damage from this collision. Always on, telepathic cloak. Characters must be within range 3 of this character to target it with attacks. Always on, flight and healing factor 1, which is at the end of this character's activations. It may remove 1 damage from itself.
Okay.
She sends nails.
And cost-wise?
5. Pretty average.
Yeah, it's not like it's excessive at all.
Captain America War Machine, yeah.
Yeah.
Jean Grey, Hit points 6, speed medium, height 2, cost 5. Physical defense 3, energy defense 4, magic, is it magic or mystic? I keep calling it mystics, that's what it's called in Heraclitus, and I apologise.
She's magical, yeah.
Yeah, mystic defense 5. I'm going to keep calling it mystic for this video. You can correct me in the comments. Mystic attack, psionic bolt, range 4, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. If you roll a wild, it also triggers sap power. Before damage is dealt, the target character loses 1 power for each wild in the attack roll, and this character gains that amount of power. Physical attack, telekinetic force, range 3, 9 dice, cost 6. Before damage is dealt, if the target character is size 4 or less, Jean Grey may throw the target character away short range. If you roll a wild, it also triggers explosive. Before damage is dealt, other enemy characters within range 2 of a target character suffer 1 point of damage. Superpower, battlefield manipulation, cost 3. Choose an interactive terrain feature of size 4 or less within range 3 and throw it medium. This superpower can be used only once per turn. Superpower, matter transmutation, cost 3. Choose another character with an activated token within range 2 and push it short range. A character can be moved by this superpower only once per turn. Reactive, shield mind, cost 2. When this character or an allied character within range 4 of it would be advanced, placed or pushed by the effects of an enemy mystic attack or enemy superpower, you may use this superpower. The allied character is not advanced, placed or pushed. Always on, latent psychic potential. During the power phase, this character gains 1 additional power. Always on, flight.
Good. I'm glad about that.
Okay, and combat cards. Jean! Unaffiliated, reactive. When an allied Jean Grey is dazed or KO'd, after the effect is resolved, an allied Cyclops or Wolverine may play this card. The character that played this card may immediately perform an attack. Mental Domination, unaffiliated, active. During their activation, Cassandra Nova or Jean Grey may spend 3 power to play this card. Choose an enemy character within range 3 of this character. Advance the chosen character short range, then the character that played this card makes the above attack. Physical attack, range 2, 2 dice, cost 0. When measuring range and line of sight for this attack, measure from the chosen character, not the attacking character. Add dice to the attack roll equal to the physical defense of the chosen character. You may re-roll any number of opposing defense dice in the defense roll. That sounds horrible.
That's quite a complex card, though.
It's quite, yeah, I mean, Heraclitus does mind control in a couple of sentences. Badly, I'll give you that. Okay, we have Omega Red, real name Arkady Grigorovich Rostovich.
He's big.
He is 4,000 points in Scrabble. He has 6 hit points, speed's short, height 3, cost 4, physical defense 3, energy defense 3, mystic defense 4. Physical attack, carbonadium coils, range 3, 5 dice, cost 0. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. Drain life. After this attack is resolved, if the attack dealt damage, this character removes 1 damage from itself.
Aha, we were suspicious about that, weren't we?
Red Terror, physical attack, range 3, 7 dice, cost 4. Before choosing a target, Omega Red chooses whether this attack type is physical or energy.
You've got big feet.
If you roll a wild, it triggers Absorb Essence. Change one of the defending character's critical hit, wild or block results to a critical fail. This character gains 1 power for each die changed in this way. Superpower, Death Factor, cost 2. Omega Red and enemy characters in range 2 of it with the poison special condition suffer 2 damage in the order of your choosing. This superpower can be used only once per turn. Ensnare, range 2, cost 2, sorry. Push an enemy character within range 4 and in this character's line of sight towards the Omega Red medium range. A character can be pushed by this superpower only once per turn. Always on, Carbonadium Armour. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. Always on, Death Spores. Enemy characters that end their activation within range 2 of this character gain the poison special condition. Additionally, at the end of this character's activation, enemy characters within range 2 of it gain the poison special condition. Poison is this character loses 1 power during the power phase. Always on.
Chunky.
Always on, immune to poison.
That's a good value model, isn't it?
Grievous wounds, unaffiliated, reactive. During a character's activation, when it targets an enemy character with an attack, it may spend 1 power to play this card. If the character is dealt damage by this attack, the target character cannot have damage removed from it this activation phase. Red Room Training, unaffiliated, reactive. At the start of the activation phase, any allied character may spend 2 power to play this card. This character gains the stealth superpower until the end of the round. It's not in the rulebook. So, oh no, there it is. It's on the card directly under my nose. Fantastic. Stealth, always on. Characters must be within range 3 of this character to target it with attacks. Carbonadium Synthesizer, unaffiliated, reactive. Omega Red may play this card. Remove all special conditions from Omega Red. It removes 1 damage and gains 1 power for each special condition removed in this way. I think he's going to be a tank. I get the impression you'll need to practice with him a little bit.
I think so.
He's not going to be an easy one to use straight away, but I think he's
I expected him to be quite highly pointed to expensive to use.
Yeah,
as well,
there's a type of character in all games which I can only ever refer to as a Nina Williams, which is very incredibly hard to use the first time you ever take them out. But once you get very good at them, they're virtually unstoppable.
Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
Okay, so we have the NYC Apartment Building terrain pack for Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Looks big.
And I do think we need to address it comes in a huge box, half of which is cardboard packing.
Easily half.
It could be this. Every company does it. Everyone tries to make the packaging look bigger than the thing that's actually in there. From stereo equipment to crisps, everything packs out there. But for 80 quid, and then half of it to be packing material is just shameless. This box could be half the size. If it was half the size and 80 quid, everyone would be wondering why it was 80 quid.
Yeah, I think there's also an eco point of view why the packages are big.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, come on, guys. It's 2021. It's current year.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, this is higher quality than MDF kits you can get. An MDF
it's superior looking
is
model.
about 20-25 quid. There's a serious price disparity here. So does this justify a retail value of $79.99? There is a lot of detail on here. Even the brickwork the bricks have grain, which I didn't expect. The level of detail is superb, and there's lots of extra oddities and stuff. I mean, there's a sliding garage door there.
Yeah, I mean the detail is great, isn't it?
And,
yeah, you got a roller shutter door. Yeah.
water tower for keeping the Animaniacs in. It looks like
Josie's bar, is it?
Yeah. If Josie's bar, right, I think the packaging said you can also have Nelson and Murdoch.
Yeah. So there is a billboard for the top of the building. You get a sticker.
Yeah. It is a lovely kit. Is it 80 quid lovely? I'm unconvinced because it's, in game terms, it's going to fulfill exactly the same thing as a 20 quid apartment block from TT Combat or Blots.
What, an MDF one? It gives you something to climb up the same as them.
Yeah,
it gives you something to hide behind. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got little Nelson and Murdoch signs. Some lovely little Marvel chrome. You're gonna either need to be really, really into your model kits, or desperate to have all these little Marvel trappings.
It is a quality item, but is it needed for just playing the game?
That's it. I feel like, I mean, yeah, the defenders always come out and go, well, it's an expensive game, no one's making you pay these things. And that's absolutely true. But Yeah, I don't know anyone who can afford to throw. I mean, we have spent more than that on single pieces of terrain. It's
yes,
true.
definitely.
We're a lovable DIY punk tabletop comedy show.
But when we first played these games, we didn't have enough housing terrain, and we used tissue boxes because we could just block that out. And
everyone started out there somewhere, but I don't know. I mean,
we weren't that excited.
The standard is very, very high. If you're a model maker, or if you really, really want that Marvel chrome of having the Nelson Murdoch sign or the Tony Stark bit or the Josie's bar, then this is probably worth it. If you're a serious modeler, a serious painter, or you desperately need everything on your table to be Marvel branded. If you're a more casual player, bear in mind that 80 quid will get you 4 figures for Crisis Protocol.
Yeah, get you quite a functioning force.
Yeah, but that's another point. If people go, oh, I've got to pay the licence for stuff, and Jean Grey and Cassandra Nova is going to be 40 quid because they've got these Marvel heads. It's a tenement. It's not.
But a little bit of
There's
Marvel.
no excuse for that on a tenement building. It's it pissed me off at the start with the shamelessness of that cardboard packaging. But I can't slam it completely because it is a lovely model kit as well.
It is well produced.
It's a lovely model kit, but they are price gouging as well.
I think you do need to weigh up where do you want your money to go.
Yeah.
I think
my feelings on it is if you want to do the model making and the polishing and the weathering and all the lovely bits, which I do enjoy and I get it, then this model kit is absolutely worth getting. If you just like playing Marvel Crisis Protocol because it's playing with Marvel characters in a New York City, then take that 80 quid elsewhere because you'll get so much more terrain for your money. Now, if you took that 80 quid to your local tabletop gaming convention, you'd come away with a lot more than just one apartment building.
Yes, you would. You'd have enough to feel like a 3x3.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's it. If you were clever with your money, 80 quid would fill.
Early days, I wouldn't say this was for someone.
No, that's right.
You really want that added chrome.
You're absolutely spot on. If you went to a third party, and I mean, even brands in Etsy will bring you up to wargaming terrain these days. 80 quid would fill your 3x3 if you shopped carefully, rather than dropping it on one admittedly nice building.
Definitely.
I can't.
It's a nice thing,
this.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I know I can't endorse
More
it
at
for
the
that
cost.
reason. I think Jean Grey and Cassandra Nova is probably the standout set of what we've seen today. Captain America War Machine is good, but it's pedestrian. There's nothing especially outstanding in it.
It's a cool model.
Yeah, Omega Red is lovely, but he's also going to be one I need to road test, I think, because his cards were unusual.
I expected him to be more expensive than he was, so he kept fielding quite easily.
Yeah, but he's good. Yeah. But yeah, it's for Jean Grey and Cassandra Nova. Cassandra Nova took me by surprise with how nails she was, and Jean Grey's good because everyone wants a Gen 1. So bring us Angel and Iceman next, please. Okay, guys. Thanks very much for watching. This is Bring On The Bad Guys supply drop. All the lovely things we've had dropped off by our SHIELD Helicarrier this morning. This has been a production for Emotionally14.com. What's Emotionally14? It's a website containing Marvel, tabletop gaming, ridiculously overpriced apartment buildings. All the things you love can be found at Emotionally14.com, and you can follow them on all social media channels at Emotionally14. And a shout out to our friends at There Will Be Games. You can find it therewillbe.games, and on all social media channels at There Will Be Games. If you want to follow Bring On The Bad Guys, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Bring On The Bad Guys. If you want to follow me, you can find me on all social media channels at RealBradHB. Ian, where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram on Great Old One.
And also, when we turn to filming, he's sometimes still in bed. And
once.
But, today, so I get to do it. And we'll be back very, very soon with some more gameplay videos. See you soon.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.